Stoicism. A lot of people have the wrong idea of what it is, but without it, we would not have these buildings. Without it, we would not have a bunch of things that we have. We would not have technology. We would not have clothing. We would not have wood. We would not have furniture. We would not have a lot of things. And that has to do thanks to Stoicism. Stoicism plays a huge part of it because a lot of men had to practice it in order to get things done. Whether we didn't know this or not, a lot of people, I said that wrong, but the point is that without it, we would not have been here. Society would not have continued if it weren't for Stoicism in men. And many of us probably didn't know that. Many of us probably thought that it was just work being done amongst society. But in reality, Stoicism played a huge part in how society is today. Welcome back, and today we are going to talk about Stoicism. Stoicism is the act known as the endurance of hardships without a display of emotion or complaint. So basically, you shut the hell up and you do what you gotta do without complaining, which is what a lot of people cannot do today. Interesting, huh? I know. So, why is it important? Well, today we're gonna jump into the things that why Stoicism can help us and the things that we need to practice from it, or the things that we can apply today into our lives in order to progress and to become better in our lives when it comes to being stoic. Trust me, it's gonna help you. Let's jump right in and start with the first point that we're gonna make. We're gonna make 3 points. The first point will be on the actions that you can take and you can practice from Stoicism today in your life to become better and to progress better. The first practice that we can do is patience. Patience is such a huge virtue that we take for granted today. A lot of us do not have it. A lot of people in our lives do not have it. A lot of young men do not have it. And it shows. A lot of people complain. A lot of people, they're always so filled with anxiety and they're always filled with, oh, I'm running out of time or that. And then there's the complete opposite of people who just are sit back, relaxing, and don't do anything about what they gotta do. So, patience. How can we exercise patience? Well, the first thing that we can do for patience is meditation. It sounds cliche, and you might be saying, well, only the kids from Sherman Oaks meditate, and well, you know what? I do. No, shut up. Okay. Meditate. I guarantee you, it's gonna help you. It helps a lot. Scientifically proven to help you be more in the moment, to be mindful. I know I sound like a 50-year-old teacher, but it doesn't matter. I'm stumbling on my words, but hey, we gotta make it through. So, meditation will help you with being present in the moment. It will help you with being focused and stop wandering off. From experience, I will tell you that meditation has helped me a lot because I would technically just be around doing anything, and this would be me. I'd be on my phone, I'd be on something, and then all of a sudden, that'd be me. I'd space out, to be honest. Yeah, I'd space out. I'd be thinking of something else. Something would come up in my mind, and it's not good. It's not good. You look like you have mental problems. You look like you're not in the moment, especially if you're talking with someone and you're having a conversation. Your social skills they plummet down. It's a bad look. Practice patience and use meditation there. Another thing that you can do for patience is journaling. You know, you could journal about the things that you are grateful for, because a lot of the time the root problem of impatience would be stress. You get stressed out, and then once you have stress, you get impatient. Stress is a characteristic of impatience. So journaling will relieve stress. You know, if you're having a deep thought, write it down. If you're feeling a little stressed, write down the stressful thought. But more importantly, first of all, in general, start journaling about gratitude. Start journaling about the things that you are grateful for and what make you feel better. It it helps you really think, and once you start thinking about these positive things, you will be able to focus more. You will be able to feel joy, and once that stress comes off, so does the impatience. I guarantee you. Number 2, grow a thicker skin. Grow thick skin. Stop being sensitive. The more sensitive you are, the more emotion you're gonna show. Trust me. In general, to be stoic and to be emotionless is to not get easily emotional. As it's obvious, stop getting emotional. Grow thicker skin. When someone says something to you, there's always gonna be douchebags around you. So like, suck it up. It depends even on what they're saying. If it's just someone who you do not know, it's not even a close friend, it's no one you talk to, they gotta insult you, and then you gotta get emotional. You're not stoic, bro. Some people think that they're hard because they get emotional and they get ready to fight and they start squaring up. Well, you're not hard because you're easily offended. You're soft because you are easily hurt. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Stop thinking just because you square up the second that someone says something to you, you're hard. You're not hard. I remember that I was watching a video of Patrick Bet David. You probably know him. He's this guy who likes to talk about how to better your life financially and how to make your value go higher up and skyrocket. Well, I was watching one of his videos one time, and in that video he says that instead of therapists, we need more haters, because haters point out our weaknesses. Since they point out our weaknesses, well, we can take that as an advantage and be able to, better ourselves and become stronger. So we get the weaknesses, we work on the weaknesses, and then we get stronger from there. So in reality, we don't need therapists, we need more haters. But part of this goes back to how you need thicker skin, because if you're gonna be taking hate all the time, you gotta grow thicker skin. The thicker skin you grow, the less it hurts. Once you take these things and it doesn't even penetrate you, no. Once they don't hurt you, they don't affect you anymore. Once these comments do not affect you at all emotionally, that's when you become stoic. And trust me, your life is gonna be a hell of a lot more easier once you're stoic and stop complaining. And this goes to the third point. The third point is to be able to take in, flip around the criticisms. Like the criticisms that they give you. Stoic people, sure, they listen to it, but they don't take it to heart. Instead, sometimes stoic people, when they hear these criticisms, they take it and they flip it around and re-aim it for something way more better. And the last thing that we can be practicing in order to become stoic is to show no emotion under pressure. Trust me, this will be the hardest one out of all of them. The hardest point is to show no emotion when you're under pressure. Why? Because when we're under pressure, we sometimes cannot control how we perceive it. Sometimes we want to actually be under control, but our expressions, our face, whenever a teacher's up in your face and they're saying a bunch of this stuff, you're like trying to keep your calm, but like your face is like being obviously like getting red from anger and you're trying to hold it in. I've been in that situation before. It's hard. I know it is. It's hard to be able to show no emotion when you're under pressure. But if we practice and we go along even though it's a struggle, the payment will be way better off. Trust me, it's going to be way better. Now on to the second point. So we started off with what the points that we can put into our lives for stoicism, the things that can help us to become more firm in order to not show any weakness or any emotion that will basically be used against us. Because if anything, showing more emotion and getting pissed off or like yelling back is gonna just be worse for us than it is for the whole situation. So we covered all those points. Now let's talk about the benefits. The benefits of Stoicism would have to be that the more stoic that you are, the more inner peace you're going to obtain. It's going to help you a lot more to be more calm. It goes back to where we were with the stress. You know, you're practicing patience. Well, the stress is going to leave you. You're going to be more at inner peace. You're going to be more calmer. You're going to be more relaxed. You're going to appreciate life more. I probably sound like someone's grandpa, but you're going to appreciate life more. And trust me, that is way more important than what they're teaching you at school. Because school teaches you a lot of useless things. And the second thing that you can learn from Stoicism is self-control. You're not going to be losing your cool out of nowhere for no reason. You're not going to be losing your cool in front of your friends. You're not going to look like an idiot when you're actually confronted by someone. It's going to help you a whole lot more. This video probably is just a little aspect, the little essence of what Stoicism is. I would really highly encourage you to go search it. Go search what Stoicism really is about, because it's going to help you out a lot more. The third thing that Stoicism can help us, you yourself, when you practice it, is that it's going to keep negativity away. Obviously, because nowadays, people are they're for some reason, for whatever reason, and God knows what, people are attracted to negativity. They're attracted to drama. They're attracted to what's going on around them. They're attracted to something that's just happening. They're like, oh, what's going on over there? That people are attracted to that for some reason. But if you practice Stoicism, you're going to realize that those people are not going to be near you. They're not going to be coming to you, because for them it's going to be boring. But you're winning, bro, because like you're attracting people who just want peace, who just want to have fun. They just want to be joyful. They want to have conversations with you that actually help. So yeah, it's going to help you just keep all that trash away from you. It's going to be really helpful. Trust me. Third point, how can Stoicism help others? Well, now we know how the way that it can benefit you, but now since you're benefited, how can you help others? Because the only way to help others is to help yourself first. And once you help yourself, you can help other people out. Well, the first one is that you bring calmness to other people. Like we said, you draw negativity away. And since you have no negative energy around you, you don't have any negative people who just want to look for gossip, that are trying to find anything negative. Well, now you draw people who are just trying to chill. You know, there's going to be those people who, they look for the negativity, they look for the gossip, they look for all that, and then once it's over, they're so drained from listening to all this, they just want to relax. And then that's where they start approaching you, because they know that with you they're going to be able to just chill, because that's the vibe that you give off. And frankly, it's attractive. It's attractive to the opposite sex. Let's say if you're being like, oh man, I can't find a girl. Well, most likely, I think I heard somewhere, not trying to sound like I know everything, but I've heard that women tend to be attracted to the more calm, to the more softer energy. You're not gonna be soft. You're gonna be the guy who's just there. He's just, but someone who's confident, but is soft-spoken yet firm. Stoicism is going to help you with that. Stoicism is going to help you take control of your emotions, and at the same time, it's going to help you be firm. All in all, it's attractive to the opposite sex. Now let's flip it and say that you're not stoic. You're whiny. You're hyper. You're too energetic. How are you going to be how are you going to be around girls? I tell you, they're going to look at you like the little brother. It's true. They're gonna look at you like the little brother, and it's gonna be devastating. Second point in this last point. So yeah, 3 points. 3, and then within the points there's gonna be more. So in this next point, inside the third point, it teaches others to become stoic. It teaches others. You start being an influence to other people, and trust me, there's nothing better than people looking up to you because you feel like you are in control. You feel like you take charge. You feel like a leader. The fact that people look up to you, the fact that people can look at you and say, I wish I could just be calm like you, is it feels great. And it's honestly, it makes you strive for it more. So the fact that you are stoic is gonna make other people wish to be like you. It's going to attract, because stoicism is just such a good thing. I'm not telling you this is where other people they get this twisted idea of stoicism. They think that you're serious all the time. It's not. Stoicism is basically, when there is hardships, you do not show any negative energy. If you're stoic, you're still gonna laugh, you're still gonna joke around, you're still gonna have fun, but like once things go down, you are going to be like, bro, we got this. There's always a way out. And people look up to that. People look up to you. When things get real, that's when people look up to you. And then you're going to feel, bro, you'll be, your chest is gonna be out, your shoulders are gonna be rolled back just like how you should be, you know? It's gonna be awesome. And the third thing is that, well, third thing is basically just a repetition of everything else. It's kind of like a summary, is that you're going to be enjoyable to be around. You're going to be enjoyable to other people and your social skills will probably go higher up. This is probably another point, that your social skills are going to go up because you're going to be so enjoyable to be around, with the fact that you don't complain, you don't show any anger, you don't show any depression, you don't show any anxiety. You're just going to be it's going to feel so good to be around you, and it's going to help you a lot with your social skills. And trust me, once you master your social skills, it will for sure help you in the future in other things other than just making friends. Trust me on that. Final thoughts. Well, we got everything down. So we talked about the points on things that you can do. Then we talked about how this is going to help you. And then we talked about how this is going to help others. And final thoughts is that, you know, make sure you don't just do this for a week and then you just stop. Like, don't just practice this because this is gonna be fun, so let's just do it, and then you become a wimp after again. No, take this to heart. Add it to your life. Make sure that you keep doing this out every day. Make sure you keep practicing it. It's going to benefit you a lot. Stoicism has shown to be so helpful to everybody. It's one of the best characteristics that a man can carry, and it's basically brought us to where we are today. In the beginning of the video, I said that where would we be all without this if it weren't for Stoicism? You were like, what the hell does Stoicism have to do with that? Well, if you think about it, do you think the men that built these buildings were complaining every 5 minutes? They're like, oh my gosh. No. I will say that I have been a victim of this way of complaining. In my sophomore year of high school, they used to leave me, you know, English homework where I would have to read. Had to read this whole story on the computer. Every 5 minutes, bro. Every 5 minutes that I would be reading, for every paragraph, I'd always have to pause and groan. Can you imagine that? Every 5 minutes, because it was like around 11 o'clock, and yeah, I get it, but like 11 o'clock to be reading and to just be groaning every 5 minutes, like to be hearing that. Imagine how my parents felt trying to sleep and hearing that all night because I kept complaining about the work that I was doing. Can you imagine hearing that all night? Every 5 minutes. I'm sorry, but complaining has to be the most unattractive, the biggest turnoff, and the most annoying thing in the world. So trust me, when I say stoicism is gonna help, it's going to help. A lot of people think that stoicism is you're gonna be such a blank rock with no emotions. Someone who's just there. He's gonna be like a mannequin just standing there, no emotions at all. That's not what stoicism is. Stoicism is when you are going to be under pressure, you are going into the struggle, you're going into the battle, you are not gonna be crying. You are not going to be whining. You are not going to be complaining. The fact is that you are going to head forward and you're going to reach for that goal. Your idea, your focus is set on that goal. You're looking at that goal while everybody else is dropping on the ground complaining. Oh my God! Well, you're running. You're in the race. You're running toward that goal. That's what Stoicism teaches. And trust me, it's hell of a lot more beneficial than what they're teaching you in school. What they teach you at school. Well, men have to cry if there's yeah. I'm not saying men shouldn't cry, but trust me, man. If you're about to break down, I'm not saying this because I'm calling you names or anything. It's better if you break down in front of a trusted brother, a friend, or even your father, if you have that type of relationship with him. But if you do not have any relationship that way with him or anything, then cry with a trusted friend. If you do not have a friend, it's okay to just cry alone. It's better. Like, just doing it in general is going to help you get it out. But the fact that they say you should cry more is just, that's not gonna help your mental health at all. It's not gonna help you at all. So whatever they teach at these schools is just, it's garbage. To be honest, it's garbage. So let me just say, to apply Stoicism to everything in your life from this day forward, because it's going to help you a hell of a lot, and it's going to help you in many more ways than you think. It's going to help you so much. And you're probably thinking, well, what does this kid know? He doesn't know anything. Well, sure. I mean, Stoicism has shown me to grow a thick skin, so say whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I know I said that this is something that you shouldn't just try out, that you should submit to it, but if you are very doubtful of it, then try it out for a short amount of time. See how it goes.